Hi, good morning. So on this amazingly beautiful morning, I just thought I'd take a couple of moments to give you an insight into my approach on women's health and fitness, and just to let you see and understand what I do, and see whether or not it might answer some of the questions that perhaps you've been looking for. So I have a very integrated and quite a holistic approach on women's health and fitness. I understand that many people, as they get older and as different life events happen, become more aware that their body is not what it used to be, or is not something that they feel particularly comfortable with. Many women come to me with an awful lot of energy and emotional imbalances, which may sway through the month or through the day. So constantly waking up feeling like they're just not getting enough sleep, unable to go to sleep, or literally dragging themselves into bed at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Also, pain and discomfort is something that a lot of people put up with, even if it's just that niggly shoulder, that low back, just not, just a bit achy and sore in the morning. A lot of people put up with that. And I think finally, and probably the first thing that gets people thinking about me, is the weight loss side of things, the fitness, and wanting to improve their fitness, but knowing that going to a conventional gym or going to classes in the gym setting just isn't really working for them. So that's why a lot of people come to me. My approach with them is really to get to know them as a person. So I spend a lot of time doing some really deep questioning with all of my clients to understand what's going on in their lifestyle, their diet, their fitness, what their body's been through historically. So many people think that they won't have any pelvic floor issues if they had a C-section, for example. Well, it's well understood that C-section scars get adhesions, they get stuck. This has implications on the whole of the front line of the body, can impact how the pelvis is then positioned, how people, if they're suffering from any pelvic pain, having a huge effect. So what I do is a real deep dive into that history, have a little look at everyone's posture, their breathing techniques, their standing techniques, how people walk, how people move, and then start to release some of that tight stuck tissue. And I'm yet to find anybody who doesn't have some tight stuck tissue. So working very much hands-on initially with people to release that tight tissue. A very simple philosophy is you can't start to stretch and strengthen tissue if it is stuck in the opposing direction. So for example, many people come to see me with quite curved shoulders, perhaps because they're doing a desk job, they've done quite a lot of breastfeeding, they've just got the weight of the world on their shoulders, they might come to be rounded. Well, I know there's no point strengthening and bringing you back until we've actually physically released these tissues here. You won't open until they're looser. So that's where we start. That in itself often reduces a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort. And then when your body's in a good position to start strengthening, we can start strengthening. Very mindful movements, and movements which work really from the core outwards. So whole body movements, but starting with the breath, starting with the core, and starting with the pelvic floor. We have a look at diet. We understand what you're putting into your body and with what attitude you're putting it into your body, and make some sort of suggestions as to what might be a good alternative if there are really obvious things for you to start changing. Not talking about radical changes to lifestyles and diet, but often there's some quite simple things that we can do to start changing how and what you're eating. And that's really it. Every client is totally different. I love working with the more complex cases that perhaps GPs just are banging their heads against. So if you'd like to talk to me, feel free to either get in touch, my website www.fannyadams.com, or just email me at sarahjane.fanny Sarah Jane at fitfannyadams.com.